questions together if I can. None of what we work on are youth issues. Not really. Interfaith relations in India is not a youth issue. Gender identity and recognition in Bosnia-Herzegovina or anywhere in the world is not a youth issue. Climate change is not a youth issue. We all, however, believe that young people are a key demographic to engage in solving these problems. There are many inequalities in the world, and to my great sadness, many of these inequalities are growing. But the inequality that supports all other inequalities is the unequal access we have to tell our stories and to represent our point of view. And this is the greatest inequality, I think, in the world today, because it denies the other inequalities. It pretends they don't exist. And they can only be allowed to exist by our willing blindness. And that blindness is supported by our media systems, by our political systems, and by the way that they ignore voices which are uncomfortable or different or divergent from the mainstream. And so the work I am motivated to do, the work that I pursue through VibeWhite, is to build platforms and forums and opportunities for people to represent their stories and to add their stories into a common dialogue through which we will shape our collective future. And it is only through this dialogue that we can together rise to the challenges of the future. History has taught us that civilizations crumble when the gap grows too great between their elites and the common people. And it is the common people who suffer from the misrule of the elites, but the elites often do not feel this, do not recognize this, and do not respond to this until it is far too late. And we are at that point in our history right now, and climate change is the wake-up call about this. The people who will suffer first and most from climate change are the poorest and most desperate and most marginalized in our world. And if we don't find a way to allow their voices to be heard, to allow all of our voices to be heard, so that we can each share our individual story in order that we can shape our common story, then we will be truly lost.
I would like to open it up for